God says, stay silent. Say nothing to them. Furthermore, don't argue with them. You're trying to enlighten these people, and they don't want to hear what you have to say. They think they have all the answers. They know it all. Don't waste your time. Everything you say will be used against you. A lot of people, especially on social media, or for example on social media, they don't read to understand. They are reading to argue, to debate with you. There is something you are more knowledgeable about than these people. You want to enlighten them, but they're not prepared to hear what you have to say. So you will not throw pearls at swine. Leave them in the dark. Put yourself first. Protect yourself. And don't allow them to attack you, to make you waste your time. There you are trying to teach somebody. They have this blog, they're not listening to you, they don't want to hear what you have to say, and even worse, they're attacking you. In the process, they're making it look as if something is wrong with you. They're misconstruing everything you say. They're judging you wrong. They may even say you're bitter. They may even say you're jealous. I have to reverse for this car because of where I am. You know, the road is so narrow in this area, and I have to reverse and let this guy pass. Yes. All right, there we go. That's how it is. So yeah, so like I was saying, as you give the video a thumbs up, by the way, for the YouTube algorithm, give the video a thumbs up. Yes, so like I was saying, they will misconstrue what you're saying. They will judge you wrong. And when you hear that voice that says to you, say nothing to them. Say nothing to them. You will hear that voice which says, maybe you shouldn't say that, maybe you should be silent. The wise person that you are. Because some people, they will not hear that voice. A lot of people, they don't like you who has that wisdom. Let me tell you, silence is power. Everybody doesn't have to know what you're thinking. And one way to maintain your power is to remain silent, because anything you say can or will be used against you, like we've seen. God says, stay silent. Say nothing to them. Let them think what they want to think. They've already made up their mind about that thing. You want to enlighten them, but they've already made up their mind. They know what they know, and that is how it's gonna stay. You're trying to help somebody and it's working against you. You're trying to enlighten people and it's working against you. No. It's better to talk to those who want to hear what you have to say. Let me tell you, your time is valuable. Your time is worth a lot. And there are people who are willing to listen to what you have to say. There are people who honor you, who respect you. Very often, the people around you don't want to hear what you have to say. Remember, a prophet has no honor among his own people. A prophet has no honor among his own relatives, her own people, her family members. It's strangers who will listen to you. So very often, you mustn't waste time with these people. I'm doing this work. You're listening to me. You want to hear what I have to say. You understand that I am being led by a higher power. You see the value in it. You have time for me. There you are, listening to what I have to say. I prefer to speak to you. I prefer to connect with you. I prefer to connect with people of like minds. People on that high level, both high and deep. People who can dive deep. People who look at the bigger picture. And people who see the value in what I have to say. So sometimes if I'm about to waste my time talking about something online and trying to convince people about certain things, I don't bother wasting my time. I know what I know, and that's fine. And that's fine. I am not trying to convert anybody to my way of thinking. I am not trying to convert anybody in accordance with how I see things. Let them think what they have to think. If they're ready to learn, the information will come their way. When the student is ready, the teacher will come. You're not about to teach students who don't want to listen to what you have to say. Once upon a time, I was a school teacher. I remember teaching I was a very young teacher, very young. And a lot of the students, they were so troublesome, for want of a better word, and they didn't want to pay attention. And I would go to the hotels to perform as a musician. And I remember thinking, but when I go to the hotels to perform, to play my piano and to sing, people want to hear what I'm singing. People listen. And there I am at this school and these students are not attentive. I don't think that's for me. That's not my calling. So I did more of the music. That is what I did. Eventually, I left the job and pursued a career as a musician. As some of you may not know, but I am a musician. You know, I make these videos, I connect with you, but I'm a piano player and I'm an artist as well. So, you go where you're celebrated. Are you with me? Not where you're tolerated. A lot of us, we make that mistake. Even in, let's say, relationships, some of us are dating somebody who doesn't want to be with us. Are you serious? I don't want to date anybody who is 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I've been there. Who has been there? Has anybody been there? You're dating somebody, they're 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It's not love. You're giving them all of this love, they're not reciprocating. It's one-sided. You're giving, they're only receiving. It doesn't work that way. Giving and receiving are two sides of the same coin. It's not that you're giving just to receive, but when you give, it's the law of giving and receiving. When you give, you are supposed to receive. So if you're in a relationship where you're the only one who's giving and that other person is giving nothing back, it is only a matter of time till the relationship ends, because it transgresses the law of giving and receiving. It doesn't work that way. The law of reciprocity. You're giving so much to that person and they're giving nothing back. Eventually that relationship ends. It's better to be with somebody who gives to you, who appreciates you, you know. It's a 50-50 love, like the song says. 50-50 loving. How about that? Not 70-30 or 60-40, 50-50, you know. So you go where you're appreciated. You go where you're loved. So there you are. You're the expert on the topic, but everybody knows more than you. Everybody's pretending to know more than you. We live in a world where everybody pretends to be an expert on everything, especially in this social media era. Now everybody has a voice. We live in an era where everybody can post online. Everybody can contribute, and it's very easy. Just type. So everybody, and that's all right. Let people be free to type. I'm not against people typing, but everybody, nobody wants to listen. Not nobody, but a lot of people, they don't want to listen. This guy wouldn't let me. It's crazy. Some crazy driving happening. I don't know what's wrong with some of these people. I've already indicated that I am going right, and there he is. He's just passing. Key, pom pom. Yeah, so I was saying, we live in an era. Let me tell you, I'm just going to meet a friend of mine at the grocery store. Yeah, we live in an era where everybody's an expert on everything. Nobody wants to listen to what anybody has to say. Everybody already knows. Everybody already knows the answer. And I remember one time thinking, my goodness, after reading what somebody posted, after reading what people post online, I remember thinking, my goodness, if this is the way I sound when I'm speaking on a topic that I know nothing about, if I sound so foolish, I better shut my mouth on topics I know nothing about. Because people out there talking about things they know nothing about. They never studied. That is not their field. They know very little, but they're the loudest. You see, empty vessels make the most noise, and that is true. So they're loud on this topic. So is that how I sound when I'm speaking on topics I know nothing about? I better shut up when I know nothing about a topic, you know. And certain things you don't want to say. Certain things, you say it, it means a lot to you. You say it, and it comes back to almost like haunt you, because people judge you based on that. People blacklist you. I'm not saying you should just stay quiet about everything, but hey, just forget it. You will not participate in that conversation. Let them think what they want to think, because you know, when you say certain things, what's gonna happen? They're only gonna victimize you. Sometimes you're talking about something to somebody and they're using everything you say against you. Be careful of these forums. Be careful of these forums like WhatsApp forums and all of these forums where you think, oh, it's just a private group, we're having a discussion. No, there are people there. They're screenshotting everything you say. They're recording your conversations. Somebody hurts you, you mention that person's name, that person is their best friend. They're screenshotting it and they're using it against you. Very often they're taking it out of context. Out of context. That is not what you were saying. But when taken out of context, it makes you look bad. That is why I rather stay quiet in certain circles. There are snakes in the grass. I still have to drive. There are snakes everywhere. Snakes. People pretending to be for you. People pretending to be a friend. They're not. They're fake. They are there screenshotting, screen recording, so that they can use it against you. They want to bring you down. You don't know who is friend. Wow, the walls are theirs. Very often you realize people are cold with you. It's because of something you said. You didn't mean bad, but they're taking it out of context. They're taking everything personally. Some people take everything personally. It is said that if you take things personally, you will be offended for the rest of your life. And people will say certain things, you know. You cannot take it personally. Some people, everything you say, they take it personally. They will be offended for the rest of their life. But even more than that is the fact that the Most High Spirit, your inner guidance system, is saying, stay silent. Don't join the conversation. Don't try to convince them of anything. Don't try to win them over. They don't want to hear what you have to say. Their view is totally contrary to yours. They are friends with that person. They will use your words against you. You will end up in a back and forth. You're not about that. You will end up in an argument. You're not about that. You have no time to argue. I gave up on arguing with people a long time ago. I remember back then I would argue, and I gave up on that a long time ago. I realized that it makes no sense. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. I have better things to do. I have important people. How about even now, I have important people like you to talk to here on this advancing channel. So when you hear that voice that says to you, stay silent. Let's stay silent, because silence is power. Furthermore, a lot of people will ask you questions, pretending to be on your side, pretending to agree with what you say, with what you are saying, so that they can use your words against you. So there they are, false pretenders. They want you to say something that they can carry to somebody that is their best friend. You're not about that. You know, sometimes you must share your opinions. Sometimes you must tell people how you feel. And there are other times when you must stay quiet. You will know by the way you feel. If you listen to that voice, that still small voice, the voice of the Most High, you will know what to do. You will know when to stay quiet, and you will know when to talk. You will know when to talk, and you will know when to shh, to say nothing. That is wisdom. Sometimes it has happened to me where I typed something on Facebook and I deleted it, because I know it will be taken wrongly and I don't have time. I'm busy. I have to make a video. I have to talk to you. I delete it. You know, I don't have time to go on, and then they will debate, and then this one will attack you, and this one will screenshot, and then it will be in a forum. You said this. Hey, leave me out of that. What a world. It's a dangerous world we live in. It's not all dangerous, but in that context, and we must be very careful. As we're here on this advancing channel, I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to reading your comments. I look forward to hearing what you have to say. Thank you so much for your support of this advancing channel. Thank you for the love, for your support, for your donations. Like I said, big up yourself. You are valued and you are appreciated. Big up to every member, every subscriber. Yes, I think there she is. You won't see her, but there she is. I'm sending you loads of positive energy. Thank you so much for watching. This is the Advancing channel once again. One love. God bless. And all the best.